Hi, it's Bill Koenig for Straight Circle Martial Arts, and this is the 3 angles of punches. I'm giving you 3 basic angles on this. Now, I know there are more. Once you get the 3 basic ideas, you can build off them and pretty much come from any angle. It's limitless. But until you understand how to deliver force on these 3 angles, the rest of it doesn't work. The first one is straight. I see people have a lot of trouble with this one. They want to punch with the chest and not their core. So a lot of times what you see is people go like this and they punch straight, but their energy's going down. If you watch my chest, I'm going this way, and my energy's going that way. Well, you're losing energy if you split. The other reason they do that is because a lot of times people are too far away, and what they do is they have to lean to actually physically reach. And I get that, but when you're in a reasonable distance, you need to stay level. So when I do this, you see my core, my center, when I hit him, I want to stay straight. You see how like my energy comes to him from my core. This is like, go like this. The energy comes from here. You should come from your belly. You shouldn't come from your chest. Anytime you throw a punch this way on this plane, everything should be right there and level and square. So if I'm throwing this punch, it's just right like this, where I'm nice and straight and have good energy and I don't lose energy into the floor. Second angle's up. Basically, it's any kind of uppercut, but I don't always throw an uppercut. It doesn't have to be an uppercut. You don't have to throw it as a twist. A lot of times what happens is as I come up, I want to launch, and I want to launch on this angle to do this. So when I do it, if you look, you see how my body expands up towards the punch. Also, you'll watch the feet. As I come in to do this, my feet have to raise and my hip has to pick up in that direction. I'm not just throwing my body like this. Everything reaches for the sky. I want to launch through him like I'm jumping through him into the ceiling. And if you do this correctly and you throw it non-telegraphically, it'll just launch and your whole body will be able to extend and through the punch. Now I'm making this a little big so you can see it. Realistically, it's going to be smaller. But for the sake of this, I want you to see how I expand through the target. So make sure your angles are good and your whole body goes that way. The third one is using gravity to go down. I often confuse my students a lot like this because I always tell them to punch straight and then they'll see me lean to punch. And they go, you're not punching straight. Well, it's not because I'm not punching straight. I'm actually trying to angle the punch down a little bit. A lot of times when I get close, what I'll do is I'll let gravity do its job. So I'll come like this, and as I'm coming this way, I'll drop it down. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to punch him there, like out through here to the floor. So it's not here to here, it's there to there. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll pick this hip up, I'll slide up like this, and then I'll drop the hip down. So you get this downward stroke. It's a nice shot to the body, especially with fat guys, because like there's a shelf here, right, as they get heavier and the solar plexus there. So you just drop it down and in. And when you drop it down and in too, you can have twists, spins, and all sorts of nasty things to it. But you get a little extra help because gravity's helping you. You don't need to just throw your body. You have body and gravity, which is a nice shot. When you throw this one, you want to get up on the toe so that your hip comes up off the ground so you can drop it down. Just downward like that. Now, same thing works to the head. I can come up and down that way. But you have to get the feeling of how to drop your weight. From there, you can build into all sorts of angles. It doesn't matter. Up, down, side, around, up and down. You have to have that feel of the angles and how your body works. But if you're going to throw angles, your body has to match it. If your body's going down and you're punching up, or you're trying to punch down and you're going straight, or you're going straight and you're going down, you lose energy, it leaks. If you're going to practice hitting multiple angles, it's very important slowly at first you learn how to feel how your body goes, up, down, to the front. And then what you do is you learn to change and go from up to down to side and all around, and you get your body underneath you and you'll have more power that way. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow.